If you like peanut butter cookies and chocolate chip cookies, here is a cookie that's going to make you absolutely smile. It's the best of both worlds. It's a chocolate chip peanut butter cookie. Here are your ingredients, but don't worry, there'll be a link below that will give you full nutrition information and the recipe as usual. Begin by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. In a small bowl, we're going to put 1¼ cups of flour, 187.5 grams, and to that we're going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2.5 grams, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, which is 3 grams. Mix this up together briefly and set it aside. The baking soda helps give browning and spread to the cookie. Next, in a bowl, we're going to use 1/2 cup of shortening, that is 113 grams. To that, we're going to add in 1/4 cup of brown sugar and 1/4 cup of white sugar. That's 50 grams for the white sugar, 56 grams for the brown sugar. You can mix and match the sugar, and you can also add another 1/4 cup if you want it really sweet. Beat this until it's nice and smooth like this. And next, we're going to add in our egg and our vanilla. We're going to use 1 egg, 50 grams, and then we're going to use 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, which is 2.5 grams. 2.5 milliliters, sorry. If you want, you can up that vanilla to 1 teaspoon, but I find it's not absolutely necessary. You want to beat this until it's nice and smooth, but sometimes you have to scrape down those sides just to make sure that it's all incorporated really nicely. So give it another mix. It takes about maybe a minute to do this total. Once you get it to this stage, now you're going to add in that peanut butter. I'm using 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter, which is 135 grams. However, feel free to use chunky peanut butter. It will give you a nice flavor at the end and a nice texture. I absolutely love both ways. You can't go wrong with this recipe. Now, if you want, you can use the butter in place of the shortening, but you won't have them as nice and crisp as they are, and they tend to be more greasy if you use butter. That is why I recommend you use the shortening. You just get a better flavor, a nice short crumb, and it's just the perfect peanut butter cookie. However, if you don't have it, margarine or butter will work in place of the shortening. You want to beat this until it's really nice and fluffy at this point. It's going to look really beautiful, and then you're going to add in that flour mixture. I do recommend that you stir in the flour mixture in the beginning, because if you turn the mixer on right now, you're going to get a puff of flour all over the table, and you just don't want that. This is going to be a very stiff dough, so don't worry if your mixer struggles a little bit. Mix it on a low speed until it just starts to come together, and when you squeeze it, it holds its shape like this. Now we're going to fold in some chocolate chips, 1/2 cup or 113 grams. You can use any kind that you like. If you like dark chocolate, use dark chocolate. If you like milk chocolate, use milk chocolate. Now we're just going to roll these into about a 1-inch ball, which is about 2.5 centimeters. And you want to put these about an inch apart as well, 2.5 centimeters, just so that they have room to spread. They don't spread a lot, but they still will spread somewhat. Once you get these all rolled out into a ball, you're going to get your fork if you want that crisscross pattern, and you're going to push it down on one side, give it about a 1/4 turn, and push it again. And that gives you that traditional crisscross pattern. If one of your cookies has the chocolate chip coming out on the side, you can just smush it back in place. Bake these for 12 to 15 minutes. Let them cool slightly on the pan, about 1 to 2 minutes before removing them, or you're going to burn yourself and they tend to fall apart. And then let them cool completely before you eat them. They're going to be golden on the bottom, golden on the sides, and yet tender and crisp on the inside. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Visit us at jacksonsjob.com for more. And as always, happy baking.